Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Coliumm, and in today's video, we are going to be covering some of the positives and the negatives in Modern Warfare 4. Right now, it is day 3 of the closed beta, so you had to pre-order the game to have access to the beta, or you had to have a code. And so far, I put in around 15 to 20 hours, I'd say, into the beta. So I'm going to give you the positive things I like about the beta, as well as the negatives. And then I'll give you my recommendation on if you should buy this game or wait for it to go on sale during like the Christmas time when it usually does, or just not buy it at all. But at the beginning of the video, I want to give you the positive things I like about this game because the negatives take a little bit more time to explain. And just to jump right into it, the first thing I'm going to cover is the movement. So as you all know, we've been playing Black Ops 7 for the past year, and that has omni movement and wall jumping and slide canceling and sliding forward, backward, all of that. It is cracked. But with Modern Warfare 4, they did slow the movement down a lot, and it actually took me a while to get used to because I'm so used to omni movement. It felt really bad when I started playing, but I've gotten used to it the past couple of days, and now I actually really like the movement in Modern Warfare 4. So in Modern Warfare 4, they got rid of omni movement, and all you can do is slide forward and dive. There's also slide canceling, and apparently there's also a little bit of a bunny hop, but I haven't tried to do it, so I don't know how effective it is. I haven't seen really many people do it either, but apparently you still can bunny hop. Now, if I was going to compare this movement to another game, it really feels like Modern Warfare 3 movement. Now, when you first get on the game, it's going to feel really sluggish, and your timings are going to be off. It's going to feel like you're stuck in mud, but once you figure it out, it is really good. Now, for me, I'd much rather have this movement over omni movement. I feel like omni movement was just too cracked, and it kind of alienated the more casual player base. Now, with this game, I feel like they did reach a pretty good middle ground with the movement. It doesn't feel like it's going to be like super slide cancel heavy, and you're going to be taking people's cameras all the time. You still can do that, but it happens way less. And the movement isn't so fast where you just can't keep up at all, and it keeps the game casual. Now, moving on to the next thing I really like in this game is the sound. Infinity Ward is definitely known for this. Their game usually sounds great. When you shoot your weapon, it feels like you're shooting a gun. There's different sounds for the weapons in different environments. I remember on one map, there's like this really long hallway, and I was shooting my gun in that hallway, and it kind of muffled the sound as well as it echoed and bounced off of the walls, and it sounded way different than when you were shooting your gun outside. So in terms of weapon audio, they really nailed it right there. The graphics in this game are also really good, but that's expected with Infinity Ward games. They take it really seriously. However, it's not much of an improvement as I was hoping. It kind of feels like Modern Warfare 2 graphics, but overall it has that more realistic look to it compared to like a Black Ops 6 or a Black Ops 7 where it's more cartoony. Either style is okay with me. It doesn't really bother me, but I know a lot of people like that realistic look that Infinity Ward brings, so I know they're going to be super happy about that. And if you like that style, you're going to love this game. Now, probably one of my favorite things about this game is the gunfights you get into. When you get a kill in this game, it is so satisfying. I don't know what it is about IW games, but when you get a kill in them, it feels really good. You like get a hit of dopamine when you get a kill. It is perfect. And for me, I feel like that's been missing from the past 2 Call of Duties, and that just makes the game so much more fun. I don't know what it is about IW, if it's their hit detection, their net code, but whatever it is, it just needs to be in every Call of Duty. And now that we're done with the good things about the beta, it's time to move on to the bad things. Now, when I'm explaining the bad things, just keep in mind that I'm not trying to hate on the game. I actually do like this game a lot. I've been playing it a lot. It's been super fun, so just keep that in mind. But first up on the list, the TTK is way too fast, and they kind of addressed this in the update they sent out today. Now, before the update, you were getting melted in like 1 to 2 bullets from any distance. You were getting fried across the map. There was no time to react at all. I think the average TTK was like 100 milliseconds, so you had no time to react. If you didn't shoot first, you were dead. And that leads to a lot of people just sitting around and camping, and it's not very fun to be on the receiving end of dying in 100 milliseconds. It felt like you were playing hardcore in regular core. Now, after today's update, I did play for 3 or 4 hours, and the TTK felt pretty good. I wouldn't mind if it stayed like this, but I don't think they actually changed the player health. I think they're just nerfing weapons. The TTK I'd want to see is like from Modern Warfare 3. I really like that TTK, but if they do keep it how it is, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. It feels pretty good after the update. The only problem right now is the headshot multiplier. Now, usually in Call of Duty, you have around a 1.2 headshot multiplier, and I think I saw in this game that it's around a 1.4. And there's a lot of times where you can get a kill by shooting somebody once in the head. It happened a lot with the M4, so I hope they do reduce the headshot multiplier. If I could have it my way, I wouldn't have a headshot multiplier at all because I don't think people in Call of Duty really aim for the head. Their weapon just kind of bounces up and it hits you in the head. So I would just get rid of it, kind of like how they did in Black Ops 6, where if you shot somebody in the arm, leg, chest, head, it all did the same damage. I think that makes the game more consistent, but at the very least, they need to reduce the headshot multiplier. Next, if you guys remember, a few months back in my older videos, I used to talk about Modern Warfare 4 leaks, and one of the big leaks that this game was just Modern Warfare 2.5. And this next problem I'm bringing up, I think it shows that is very evident, and they changed it last second. You can kind of see it in the movement and the attachment system in this game. Now, if you guys go to the gunsmith in Modern Warfare 4, you will see that almost every attachment reduces your ADS speed. And in Modern Warfare 2, that was also the case. Every attachment has like one upside and then 4 downsides. And it almost gets to the point where you shouldn't even put attachments on your gun because you're actively making it worse. Like if you wanted to put a grip on your gun, it reduces the ADS time. If you wanted to put a stock on your gun, it reduces the ADS time. If you wanted to put a foregrip on, it reduces your ADS time. Almost every attachment reduces your ADS time, and they have movement penalties. And in a game where you die in 100 milliseconds, you can't afford to have your weapon taking 1 to 2 business days to ADS. So the entire gunsmith needs reworked. I think they should do it like Black Ops 6 and how Black Ops 7 did it, where an attachment adds to the gun and it doesn't take away. Unless it's like a heavy stock, then of course you're gonna move slower. Now, if I could have it my way, this wouldn't happen in Modern Warfare 4, but I would completely get rid of the gunsmith. I think the gunsmith has run its course because the gunsmith makes all of the weapons bad. The base versions of the weapons suck, and you have to put attachments on to make them better. Like compared to classic Call of Duties, in those games, the base weapons would be good and you could do just fine without attachments, but in the newer COD games, you have to put attachments on to make the weapon good, or else the guns just suck. And then now with Modern Warfare 4, we're at a place where the guns suck, and if you put attachments on the weapons, it makes them suck even more. And it might turn out how it was in Modern Warfare 2, where people would just run 3 attachments instead of using all of their slots. And then on top of that, the gunsmith just adds bloat to the game. There is 5,000 different attachments, and half of them do the same thing. But moving on from that, the maps in this game also suck. Now, of course, we only have access to a handful of the maps. I think there's like 5 in there right now. But for some reason, Call of Duty loves making these tiny maps. It is like the shipment slop. Every map in this game is small. I think the one map that isn't small is the new one they added in today called Lotus. That one is like a medium-sized map, but the rest of them are just small map slop. They had this same issue with Black Ops 6, and for some reason, they returned to this. We're on day 3 of the beta right now, and the smallest map is called Transit, and they've already added a Transit 24/7 playlist. Mind you, we're in a beta. There's nothing to level up. There's no camos to unlock, and for some reason, we have a 24/7 playlist already. And then to bounce off of the maps, the spawns in this game are also not good. There's been a ton of times where the entire enemy team will just spawn behind me and shoot me in the back. In theory, I'm blocking that spawn point, and they shouldn't be spawning behind me, and I do think there is a little bit left over of that squad spawn system in the game. However, on Twitter, they did say they were working on the spawn system. They said that's what the beta is for, so they're going to keep an eye out on that, and hopefully it'll be changed for weekend 2. And you already know we had to talk about it. It's skill-based matchmaking. Now, right now, they are running tests in the beta with an open playlist as well as a closed playlist, kind of how Black Ops 7 did it. And right now, the first weekend of the beta is super sweaty. It feels like I'm playing in a CDL match, but I did expect weekend 1 to be sweaty. That's not a surprise to me. I'm going to see how it feels in weekend 2. Hopefully, it gets better with the open beta and everybody can play the game. And this next point is going to be about movement, but I did say in the positives that I did like the movement, but there are a couple tweaks I would like to make to it. Now, one thing I noticed is I get a lot of dead slides when I'm trying to slide cancel, so I think it's a fatigue problem. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, there's a fatigue bar, and then it feels very inconsistent to try to tag sprint because your character will just start running at the normal speed. Now, to get rid of these 2 problems and make the game feel more fluid, I feel like there's a couple things they could do. First, they could get rid of running so you can only walk or tag sprint, or they could give the player more stamina, or they could do it how Modern Warfare 19 did it, where slide canceling resets tag sprint. And then the last thing on my list is kind of exclusive to PC, but this game is so poorly optimized. The frames are super low. I get about the same frames as I do in Warzone in multiplayer on Modern Warfare 4. I also saw this clip on Twitter where this guy pulls out a stun grenade and it would make him lose 100 FPS. Now, I do think they fixed that bug, but come on, guys, like, what are we doing? And then my last bonus critique for weekend 1 of the beta is plates in campaign. I haven't played the campaign mission yet. I'm not going to, but I did hear there's plates in it. And I'm just saying, please, Infinity Ward, take out the plates. Why does every game mode have to be like Warzone? It doesn't make any sense. We don't need plates in campaign. Now, would I recommend that you purchase this game? Now, honestly, if you are a fan of the Modern Warfare series and you kind of like that slower paced Call of Duty and that high TTK, I would definitely recommend you get this game. You're probably gonna like it. However, if you're on the fence, I'd wait for the open beta next weekend so you can play it for yourself and make a better decision. To me, I really like the game. I was gonna buy it no matter what. I think Modern Warfare is super fun right now, especially with the updates they made recently that really excelled the game for me. But if you're looking for something something new. This is not the Call of Duty that's going to bring it, so don't buy it if you're looking for something new. I don't know why you would be in a game that releases every single year. That's like me asking for something new in NBA 2K. It's not going to happen. So if you're like looking for the new next groundbreaking Call of Duty, it's not this. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. And if you are on the fence about it, maybe wait for the sale. I'm assuming they're probably going to have a sale around Christmas time. They usually do. So maybe wait for it to go on sale when it's like $50. But overall, if you do like Call of Duty, I think this is a solid game. But we will be playing it on Friday when it goes live, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I'm going to be posting a ton of videos on it. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.